All right, we have a good blob here. Here comes the Air Force. AA's gonna shoot. Oh, bombs inbound. Woo! Hello everyone, this is Greyshot117 and today I'm bringing you a 2v2 map. This is a match on Company of Heroes 3 submitted by a awesome fan. So if you want to support the channel, you know, send a replay. Discord and Gmail down below. Like, subscribe on the video when it pops up on YouTube. Really does help out on the algorithm and keeps my channel afloat while I'm dealing with a lot of copyright claims for music that has no copyright holder. It's great. It's fantastic. Anyway, what do we have today to deal with? Well, I would tell you guys, but right now the player list has been updated, so a little harder to tell. But I can tell you for a fact, this man right here, which is Cynic, I guess, going Africa Corps, XD going Wehrmacht, Possum going British, and Viceroy going Americans, but back to Cynic, went Italian Combined Arms. Why? Because the Bersaglieri right now is probably the fan favorite and most effective faction to actually play. So, hey, good for him. In the meantime, we got ourselves another number of other forces, such as this MG. We got Pioneers going all over the place. Let's see, nothing yet in terms of the actual battle group. Jump over the Viceroy, we have the American faction. Going with an MG that jumped into the building on the far forward front. Again, that can paradrop in. Not a bad idea. Unfortunately, you can't control the MG, and terrain might be an issue with some bushes, but right now it seems to be doing a pretty strong approach with his forces. Scout and Rifleman forces grabbing the south. Meanwhile, the Brit is heading north, and he's about to run into a bit of hot water with Cynic's forces countering him. Or at the very least, it seems like in position to countering him, because he's sending men up very fast. The Royal Engineers are pretty good close range, so maybe that could do something if he gets the element of surprise. But they move on in, going after weaker unit and decides, oh, there's Bersaglieri, I'm out of here. Nope. Yeah, no. Infantry section and more Royal Engineers, which makes me think he went with armored. Because I'm assuming, right? Yeah, he did. He went armored because the reason for that is very simple. They reduce cost of the Royal Engineers. In this map, I could see flamethrowers being very effective in groups and trying to push back the enemy. Again, we'll see how effective that can be, but right now he has to get those munitions, and overall they're not doing too bad. MG gets smoked. Nice job with that scout. Again, it is an upgrade, about 30 munitions, but a nice smoke drop helps prevent the MG from hitting the American M19, allows it to reposition, maybe back to the building. Grenadiers giving chase, support equipment lighting him up. But unfortunately, it's not the best without that solid, you know, 1919 mowing him down. Grenadiers most likely will just keep running circles around the MG until he figures out something to do in terms of bringing up more infantry to stop him. Or, no, he just takes there and, wow, okay. Very surprised that man didn't get mowed down. Oh, speaking of being mowed down, here's two MG42s because, you know, XD couldn't bring up enough men. Which, by the way, again, it is nice. I can just pull back a little more. That's quite nice. And, again, we could just see everyone's name. So, for example, XD, switch over to blue, Viceroy. Oh, isn't that nice? We actually got names again. Anyway. Mortar absolutely devastating that MG. And the other MG barely making out. It seems like the Grenadiers MG are pretty weak, so I don't think you're going to get that kill. Alright, Mortar's still firing. Gets a decent shot of the Grenadier. Again, honestly, early mortar, not a bad idea at all. MGs can be countered by direct fire and smoke. And of course, just keep popping shots at infantry while you advance with 2 rifleman squads. So, Viceroy's doing that while Possum retakes the fuel point, which again, 10, so a little more substantial, back. So hopefully the allies can, you know, meet the Axis and resources at 23 and 30. So it's still neck and neck with that upgrade. They should be, you know, about equally matched against the Axis. But right now it's victory points where the Axis are now just taking the lead. Truck moving on in, that will help reinforce. Also, Bersaglieri have what I like to call the high ground. So they're just absolutely going to devastate those Grenadiers from afar. Pick off those men and then, try to just get some easy kills. Stop the position from being taken. Maybe they can move mid, or at the very least they can heal up with that truck. Now, they already got the upgrade for additional men, but he's definitely far off from getting additional command points to get those Brettas. We'll see if he's able to do so, but he did get more men. Manpower-wise, he's doing okay. He did get the next building. So, in this situation... Does he go for fire support or does he go for mech? Fuel-wise, he's not doing the best, so maybe he just goes for the fire support? Yeah, there we go. Fire support upgrades. Cool. Infantry's actually doing the best they can. Surprised he isn't getting upgrades. You would assume he would get some upgrades to counteract the Bersaglieri, but he's already doing a pretty damn good job. Oh my god! Oh my lord. Well, there goes a squad right there. That's all thanks to the American Air Force. Again, to be very specific, if we jump over to the Americans, it's not the battle group that is the reason. It is what's in their base. He has air support center, so he's able to get that nice, I think it's 60 munition airstrike that is, as you can see right there, quite effective at neutralizing German infantry. So with that, that's a huge manpower drain for the Africa Corps to not only reinforce, but to get another squad to get back up to full strength. Meanwhile, Possum is laying down defenses, doing the best he can on that front. MG guarding mid. Victory point wise, we're starting to see against the Axis, so that's a huge win. Axis, though, bringing up support equipment, in this case, support gun, to try to use artillery fire to counteract the Allied advantage. Right now, I would say the Allies have done a pretty good job of pushing the Axis back. We do have Panzer Grenadiers, and again, this is the Wehrmacht Panzer Grenadiers, so it's better medium to close range with their automatics. Technically, the Panzer Grenadiers for the Africa Corps are better close range than long range. It's weird, given their weapons, but these definitely are to have a faster spread. Now, the question is, can they pick off this Panzer Grenadier? Probably not. He'll probably escape, but he might lose one additional model. Let's see. Wow, he actually lived. Okay. Pioneer just walking on in. Doesn't realize the world of hurt he's about to experience. Meanwhile, again, medical truck trying to heal the dock player. Double MG, again, that can also be healed by the med truck. So I wouldn't, you know, I would try to get close to it or try to, you know, use it to help. Bersaglieri did take mid, so that's a big win. At least victory point-wise, they have one, you know, maybe not two, but still, they're not hemorrhaging as much as they were. The question is, what is each side going to get? Right now, I like the American player already getting the AT gun. Early AT for the American allows Viceroy to kind of, well, honestly, ignore the next building. And in terms of the support weapon, and just go straight for the tier 3, which allows for the Chaffee, which I've seen a lot more lately, and you'd be used quite effectively. Greyhound's also a good choice against infantry, though I could see this being a more close quarters map. It's like, all right, we want to make sure that we actually have some decent AT. Heck of a great strike. MG reduced to about 10% of its health, if that. Rifleman, though, taking heavy fire. Those scout unit might... Oh, nope. Here comes the 8-Rad. Wow, destroying all the cover. Scout car gets KO'd. Now Riflemen are running for their lives. That AT gun's going to come in real handy if he would have gotten it. But now he's deploying a Greyhound instead of the Chaffee. Alright. MG also retreating. 8-Rad's going backwards, but it's like, what are you going to do? I am literally the king of the battlefield right now. You cannot stop me. And by God, yeah, they really can. The British... What do the British have? Possum, what do you got? Absolutely nothing. Okay, not absolutely nothing. He has something. And that's something I'm kind of iffy on. Because great, the Greyhound's there, but... Oh, okay, you got an AT gun. Good. I mean, it's just a 6-pounder, and technically, you can go, if they don't snare the thing, it could just go circles around it. Hold on. Okay, you did get the AT upgrade, so that's good. They can at least snare the vehicle. I don't know if the American has snare or not. Let's see. Do you have snare? Okay, yes, you do. The American does have a snare, so that's good. So at least they both could snare the unit if it gets close. Greyhound, again, effective against infantry and armor. So... Oh, got the upgrade too for the additional bit of firepower. Panzer Grenadiers going run like hell. 8-Rad's back in mid with MG taking the position. Again, up north we have the Bersaglieri, which has Cynic recovered? Okay, he has recovered. He also got AA gun. He got himself support gun. So he has a good size army. He definitely didn't get more Bursaleri. He got a lot of support equipment just to cover his front. Oh, no. Okay, Hubber. Interesting choice. AT gun has something to say to you. And that's, if you could just politely die, that would be wonderful. But yeah, he's just going to absolutely own any armored vehicle that comes up that main front. Because if we go back to it, we can definitely see the big thing. There we go. I was like, why is it not switching? We can see here that it just has a great line of shots. So pretty much infantry now have to move in. And if that MG can come back up and just start suppressing, yeah, the Allies might be in for a world of hurt. Now, they do have artillery thanks to the infantry section. They can throw in artillery shells down. And the American still has airstrikes, which I'm assuming is causing hell. But we have fire coming down thanks to what? Alright. Oh, we got a suppression run. Actually, it looks like it got a good hit. Plane taking heavy hits, though. Oh, my God. Immediately crashes in the background. Well, crashed in the distance, so who cares? Right now, Allied forces are continuing their advance. They're firing up the hill, which is a hell of an undertaking. But they are killing the Germans as they come down. And the artillery is hitting everything up there. So not too bad. Again, good use of the artillery as they try to push up and break that hard position the Germans are in. But the medical truck is going to heal them. And now they have Bursaleri and other forces pouring on in. Luckily, it looks like one of them at least died from the artillery. 8-Rad came on in, though. Took some heavy hits. Support gun recrewed. And now Greyhound trying to get the hell out of Dodge. But again, there's not much in its way. So it should be fine. I'm not seeing any mines. And there's plenty of defenses here just in case. But again, the problem with the Americans skipping that building, that tier 2 building, is the simple fact that that building has the medical truck. So he's not really able to heal on the front. But we'll see how things fare, because they're still inflicting damage. And the airstrikes, I would say, have been quite effective. Again, that hasn't really caused any major issues for the munition. Oh boy. How many of those things do you have, XD? Okay, just one. And it's currently burning the Hubber. Again, infantry can do enough damage. This thing does... the armor on it's like, no. Yeah, we can shoot it. We can do damage. MG, though, is currently suppressing. It stops the Bursaleri from capturing the territory. So, awesome job right there. Support gun, though, is trying to counterattack. And I would be very shocked if that Nebelwerfer didn't just open fire and burn the building down. But again, we'll see. Hubber has to be very careful. The AT gun is still there, very close. He came down the hill. I'm sure he could probably snipe it. But smoke's down now. But can he see over it? I would assume he could see over the smoke. It's like, all right. Well, no, I guess from that perspective, it would be hard to see. But anyway, Riflemen are pushing along the right. They do have their bar upgrade? Wait. Do they have their building upgrade? No. Okay, so at least we have a Stuart coming on the field. Not too shabby. But again, it's interesting choicing with a Hubber and then a Stuart. But, I mean, I guess the Allies are not exactly oh, sorry. No, the Axis aren't getting a ton of fuel. Allies are doing fine. They're getting 33 fuel per turn. Again, that's all thanks to the American pushing south and constantly running through and taking that fuel point. It's very vital that the Wehrmacht player XD engage. But he doesn't seem to be as active in this front. More so fighting in mid. Which I get. But still. So just something to keep in mind. American forces with bars trying to focus on the AT gun. While the Greyhound fires around the corner. Again, using, I love it, the tree as a blocker. AT gun trying to line up the shot. Now firing straight through. Infantry get pushed back by the Panzer Grenadiers. I think the American may have lost one of the squads, which is unfortunate. Let's check. No, Viceroy looks like he retreated. 50 cal doing a good job at holding back the Panzer Grenadier. Let's see. Infantry section under heavy fire from the support gun. Oh, and they also have a mortar team. And, of course, the Nebelwerfer. Which is trying to hit the MG. Seems to be a little high. That one was on point, and now he's running through the fire. And kills the unit. Excellent shots right there. And why not? Let's throw a shot in at the mortar just to even things out. Mortar is going to need to retreat. Again, so far the light mortars and artillery have done a really good job at counteracting a lot of the allied positions. And it seems like the Germans might be actually regaining a bit of momentum. Again, nothing confirmed yet. We'll see how things go. But so far, it looks like that is the case. Greyhound moving on in, hitting the Grenadier squad. Grenadier squad just trying to grab the munition point. Not munition, sorry, manpower point. Alright, Viceroy, you gonna... Oh, I'm sorry, he got the Wait, unless I'm mistaken, he got the upgrade for cheaper bombing runs. I'm pretty sure he did. Not already upgraded. Okay, so yeah, recharge time, the cost, and air reconnaissance. Okay, to upgrade all these, they do cost quite a bit, right? So it can be a lot of fuel you're putting into these cheap airstrikes, but they can be quite effective if you get good shots. All right, we have a good blob here. Here comes the Air Force. AA's gonna shoot. Oh, bombs inbound. Woo! Payload was delivered, and it was a success. A double whammy for the Americans, killing support gun and the pack. Meanwhile, Nebelwerfer is firing at my screen, making sure that MG does not come back to life. Also, looks like that Greyhound's a bit charred. Also, not many kills. XC, though, did get a Stug, which is a very solid tank in terms of anti-tank capabilities. You have a Pintle, that'll help against infantry. But yeah, it's more designed versus anti-armor. But as the armor for days with 210, so it makes it a little bit harder to hit. But luckily, you get a side armor hit. That shot less likely. And now Pack Gun is lighting up that Greyhound, so needs to pull back. Great shots against the infantry. It's pulling away. Panzer Grenadiers trying to grab that territory. Up north, the British are trying to make some headway. Again, surprised the Hubber's been still packing. Let's see. You got the tank commander for the Stuart. Sure, you're not getting the heals, but it helps out everyone around it. All right, so also, except for kills. Apparently, he has not gotten many kills. Not really any kills. I'm just curious on the veterancy with that. Like, this thing has tried to shoot down multiple planes. And I guess I can't really look at that. 9 kills for the infantry. Nebelwerfer's at 3. Again, I hate the fact Nebelwerfer doesn't get veterancy for the fire it puts down. You would assume it would get veterancy for that, but no. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't seem like that's the case. Alright, AT grenades hit the, was it? Oh god, I can't even say. It did a good job at hitting the ARAD. Again, ARAD gets snared a bit, but again, there's MG right there, so they can't finish it off. Pretty weak. Rifleman might die here. Again, we have 32 health, 23. I love the fact they could just literally count down the number. 19, but no, it will survive. It will survive. Meanwhile, the Brits are making moves along the right. Again, victory point-wise is now somewhere where the Axis are going to need to really lock territory down and counter. Right now, on average, again, it's about 140 point difference, 150. So, again, they need to grab the territory. We'll see how effective they are. British are already there, and again, they have the unit that has flare and artillery strikes. Cost some things, but hey, it's not a bad price. Again, you got 2 mortar half-tracks, a support gun, and a Nebelwerfer, so they have this area of artillery. This is their artillery HQ, and by God, they are proud of it. And he's about to fire the artillery, isn't he? Yeah, there it goes. Going long with those shots. Where's he gonna go? No, he's aiming high to get close. Infantry section trying to grab the territory. Buddy, you're about to be mowed down. I think that was a misclick. Oh, Possum, you should have played dead. You should have played dead. Unfortunately, the Panzerjäger squad also might be playing dead here in a second, although for realsies. God damn it. Anyway, infantry section managed to grab the flamethrower from the Royal Engineer squad that either dropped or died. Either way, not a great sign. Stewart and stuff opening fire. Surprised the flak drilling isn't trying to assist. But now the infantry section's running through mid. Might get another model or two thanks to just the infantry being pretty weak and the MG being in a good position. Martyr on the field immediately takes a shot. Amazing job. showing the 6-pounders just lying in wait at the other side of this bridge. Alright, what do we got? A bishop. Okay, we got some more serious heavy armor to counteract the axis. However, just to keep in mind, the axis do have some counters. Nebelwerfer can hurt this thing. Again, they could push along the right side, though again, there are some mines, plenty of mines, they have to worry about, plus light armor. So at least the British has some deterrence in case we have a big armor swing. Artillery is hitting the region, slowly wearing down the support equipment. Medical truck is still there, slowly getting more veterancy. So, not too shabby. Although the men might not survive long enough. Recon plane is out. It immediately goes down in a massive explosion. Alright, are we getting an airstrike? 8-Rad and Stug, again, successfully hold this position. Why are you building even that unit? Okay, I know why. It's 10. Where this is 5, this is 5. All the, like, major munition points are like, okay. Well, actually, no, that one's 10. You probably could have put it there. But this one is 10, so they upped it to be more. But one of those situations was like, okay, maybe put it a little farther back. Oh, we have a strafe coming on in. 8-Rad sees it. Oh, detonates the mines. And the plane goes down. But he got a good strafe. Hit the 8-Rad, exploded the mines, caused lots of damage, and did clear a path in case the Americans do push forward with armor. Speaking of which, where is that armor? Are we actually getting an American base? Okay, we do. And it looks like he does have the resources, finally, to get himself a Sherman. Which, again, it's not like the Germans don't have counters to it, aka this bad boy. But, at least they can help fight the infantry, which seems to be something they might have a little harder time with. Now, again, a Hellcat would also be pretty solid. You could run around and try to get behind it, but maybe he just wants to try to move up with his armor and infantry with AT support. AT gun, I think, is... Yeah, there's the AT gun. Kind of crude right now, but maybe that's his method. German forces are successfully holding mid. We have heavy bombers, and Viceroy does have the resources, so this entire area could be leveled if he gets recon, which, again, we know he has, thanks to that ability. It might take a little bit of time to recharge, but he does have that. Okay, so in the meantime, what is Sinek looking at? Actually, population-wise, what are we looking at? Alright, so we're looking at what? Low... high 70s for the Axis. Allies are averaging mid-60s. So Axis do have a lead, but a good bomber strike could absolutely cause a lot of havoc. And the Bishop seems to have been a good choice. Already at 9 kills, it seems to be hard countering a lot of the support equipment, in terms of the support gun, the mortars, etc. being very weak altogether. They need definitely some heals. Fire comes down, knocks out the 6-pounder. Opening up mid for an armored thrust if he wanted to. Now, there's the Stuart there, but think of the A-Ride coming around here and then going hunting for this Bishop. Now, the Bishop is retreating, so at the very least, Possum is pulling back a little bit. Strafe comes on in, thanks to the German Air Force, strafing the infantry section. Unfortunately, Sinek's one is still good, I'm not going to deny. Oh, great grenade, but yeah. Did not do the damage the American one did. Meanwhile, the American forces pushing with their Sherman, infantry, and Greyhound. All these men are kind of grouped up. I would have maybe got smoke or something. Oh, we actually have a smoke drop thanks to the Americans. Viceroy going with a nice smoke bombing. Again, why get the recon when you can grab it with your native air doctrine? Or I guess air special abilities through the controller. Let's see, and he has it again. Sherman about to die here if he's not too careful. Axis forces holding up on the hill. Again, still has to worry about the Greyhound, but otherwise there's not too much. He could go hunting and maybe get himself a good kill. British forces took a lot of hits, though they have some good veterancy. I'll give them that. Right now averaging, what, 8 to 11 kills? VP-wise, we're seeing about a 130-point lead, but it seems to be a small counter. Oh my god! Alright, kamikaze on the German position. We also have bombers coming on in, which I'm just going to do this so you can see the destruction. Yeah, you're all dead. And, yeah. So we got a medical dead, a support gun, a Nebelwerfer, a half-track, and an AT gun that's barely kicking. So I would say most of Red's army just bit the dust. Sinek was averaging, I think, like, what, 82? He is now down to 47. Alright, let's see if I'm able to get through. I guess in the back lines, the American is prepping. He's just, you know, bringing up all his riflemen after that last attack, which didn't break the Germans, but definitely caused them to pull back quite a bit. Alright, Nebelwerfer is lighting up the enemy. Where, I might add, is he firing? Oh, he's just firing over there. Okay, cool. British forces are pushing on in. Okay, we're actually through. We can continue. Not entirely sure what happened there. But German forces are holding up. They're waiting for the medical truck to come back. Speaking of coming back, here comes the American. Let's see. Tried to use the high ground. Ah, excellent job. Greyhound just like, I don't think our barrel can aim like that, but why not? Just light up the enemy. MG under heavy fire pulls back. Second MG holding back the Americans to go for the VP. Again, XD still has a decent fighting force. And he's saving up. He has a lot of fuel. Oh my, he's not. Alright, yeah, he's going for Panthers. I mean, not a terrible idea. Panther's a really solid tank, but that is risky. Speaking of armor, we got ourselves a Churchill, which is, yes, there's... This guy should be able to AT, but still, not too shabby. Also, there's a mine, so that could definitely delay the Churchill's advance, so long as they don't accidentally pre-detonate the mine. Hold on. Air support's inbound, ladies and gentlemen. Coming on in. Hits the mine. But the British take heavy hits, but they will continue their attack. They are suppressed. Wait, the American comes on in, gets a strafe. Will probably be shot down along the corner, from what I can tell. Churchill just keeps going. Wow, okay. They're really trying to put the Germans into a tough spot. It might be working, honestly. Half-track pulls back. Churchill trying to go for the final shot. Meanwhile, the American player is focusing XD once again. A lot of forces, again, being, like, concentrated against this American rather than helping against this Brit who's currently just running rampant. Again, Cynic tried to be like, guys, any help would be greatly appreciated. Anything, please. His A half-track got away. He doesn't exactly have cheap armor because he went with the you know, the abilities rather than getting stuff. Panther is in town, but the Doc took heavy losses. Honestly, with all the artillery, Panzer 3 might not be... I understand the Panzer 3 versus Churchill is not the best, but at least it's something. This could be under harm's way from the airstrike, so maybe not the Flak 36. You could say, well, Greyshot saved for the Tiger. He doesn't have the resources for saving it for a Tiger. The manpower drain is too much. Alright, MG's hitting... Oh, wow, okay. Don't think that was on purpose, but he just sacrificed that poor Pioneer squad. 8 Red is right there. Trying, just be like, well, good thing that wasn't me. Sherman trying to push down the hill. Remember, these Shermans don't have those upgrades, so they're just stuck with what they got. Again, still a decent cannon, but they're not going to get, like, the super amazing upgrades that they could if they went through another focus. Meanwhile, we got ourselves the pack successfully pushing back the Sherman. Churchill, I'm assuming, under repairs? Maybe? Possum, what are you doing? Well, hopefully he gets some repairs. Or he's just going into mid to kill the MG. Oh, they actually stole the Vickers. And, wait, was that artillery? Support gun, I think, actually did some damage versus that Churchill. Alright, we got another Panther. Alright, we got some serious armor for XD. Shermans are going to have a real rough time. There is an AT gun, but Panthers... Alright, so the Sherman, for example, has 195 front armor. And the Panther currently has 330. So as long as they're facing forward, Panthers should be in a good position. What's really going to be the linchpin of this is how the AT gun stacks up. How is he able to hit the sides, and can he use it along with the Panthers to maybe weaken like one or two of them so we can advance? I like this Panther though coming on in. Oh my god, the bombers just came in. Oh, that poor son of a gun. Cynic took hits, but he lost this stuff. Definitely lost the Panzer squad, but I think it could have been a lot worse. Oh, he did lose the medical. Never mind, it was pretty bad. That was a pretty bad strike. Not as fearsome as other strikes. Up, here comes the American strafe. Gets a great shot on the MG and infantry. AT gun and Sherman moving on in. They're trying to push up with the armored force, but XC having a rough time. Here comes, oh my god, great hits against ground AT gun, but it's not enough to kill either. Okay, 8 reds down. Panther's going in for the kill on the Sherman. AT gun still trying to help the infantry, focusing on him. Then probably throw grenades, or, you know, just focus. This is not good. This is not good whatsoever. Panthers, they're still alive. Now trying to get the hell out of there. Churchill coming on in. If these Panthers get out, it's not a good trade at all. Viceroy lost, well, one Sherman. A lot of infantry forces support. AT gun, hold on. Can you throw this? Tried to sprint in. He did throw the AT grenade. Oh, Churchill. Oh, pack gun trying to go stop him. Oh, no. Come on. Run. Panther might live. Pog, Panther might live. Holy crap. That's a hell of an engagement. Panther gets out of there in the nick of time. Although friendly fire might just have killed the Panzer Grenadier. What a team. Infantry, though, will not stop. They want that thing dead. We're going to need strafes to stop them. Pathfinding for this Panther might stop this. Oh, AT grenades. Nope. A long shot from the AT gun knocks it out. Panther's still getting some shots on the infantry, though, at this point. Just get the hell out of Dodge. Like, no point. Middle's been decapped. German forces need to get what they can. A medical truck can at least recruit this cheaper, but still. That's some heavy losses for the Germans, and they can't afford it right now. Victory points are going lower and lower each time. So what do you do? Well, not entirely sure. Right now, the airstrikes seem to be of slowly worn down the Germans in mid, which, I mean, if you're going to be concentrated right there, yeah, the Allies are going to bomb you into submission. Like, it's kind of obvious. Pioneer trying to heal the Panther, but it's just going to take... the rifleman with the bar is just going to mow it down. Meanwhile, Allied forces are capturing the fuel, another piece of territory. Germans did decap mid, but they just don't have the firepower to stop the Churchill. And is that his only Churchill, or is that the second? That is the second Churchill. So the Allies... Oh, now it's the Panzer... Here comes the Panzer III. Alright, Cynic, here's a question. Do you have any upgrades? Like, genuinely, do you have... I don't think he does. Which means it's going to be a lot harder for that Panzer III to pen. I mean, manpower-wise, yeah, he's down. But it's something. My fear would be if he got the Flak 36, it would just be KO'd immediately by bombers. Alright. Smoke coming down. Panzer III trying to support where it can. Versailles pushing on in, not sure why. Hold on, we have a flank by the Sherman. That's the other thing as well, just being flanked and the AT gun being put down. Like that AA gun. Panther trying to engage, but a Hellcat. Hold on. He's going in from behind. Sherman's like, oh no. And the Hellcat's like, don't worry, buddy, I got you. I'm gonna save you, bestest buddy. And Panther gets absolutely put down. Panzer III coming on in. Can he get the kill on the Sherman? He does, and a great flip right off the side into the water by the American force. Panzer III gets put down, and the Hellcat, slowly but surely, I've really been enjoying the Hellcat's performance. I think it's not necessarily its range, but its speed boost. But I think what you're really going to see is a situation where the Hellcat becomes more and more prevalent. on bigger, wider open maps, like my community maps that are currently up. Right now, again, the contest is pretty much closed, but, oh, wait, there we go. Okay. Well, the contest is pretty much closed, but, again, if you would like some awesome 4v4 maps, very simply what you can do is go over to GB Pirate, put up a whole list of all the 4v4 competition maps. Again, you'll know who won by the time this comes out, most likely, because I'll make the announcement sometime that day. Oh shoot, will this be out? It'll be either I will make that announcement or it'll be out like shortly thereafter, but still, that will be out on most likely Tuesday. Yeah, June 20th. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I had fun with that replay. That was good. Sorry there was no after action report. It just kind of kicked me out. But I thought Viceroy, who submitted this, it was a great game. And I thought you did pretty damn well with your American flank. The bombers and airstrikes were pretty solid. And the British provided good artillery support as well as heavy armor that really put the Germans in a bad position. And any sort of big defenses like Flak 36, where I would probably recommend it, would have been a little bit harder to do because the bombers would have killed it and absolutely destroyed the equipment. But that's just me. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Again, the Germans were just in a bad state, and those Panthers were the one thing that maybe could have helped turn it, but the air support was just overwhelming. Anyway, remember to submit your replays, like, subscribe if you liked the video, and I'll see you all next time. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tony B95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.